Good afternoon, children. For class 11th, we are going to do some work on trigonometry, and the work will be problem sums on product of the angles and some of the angles like cos C plus cos D formula, sin C plus sin D formula, those kind of things. We are going to do a few more problem sums on them. Like one question is there on your screen: 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Now the last two terms we will take as we have to prove it equal to 0. Actually, we have proved this to be equal to 0. So left hand side, we'll take left hand side and we'll say 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13, and we'll apply cos C plus cos D. Cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D upon 2 cos C minus D upon 2. 2 cos C plus D upon 2 and cos 3 pi upon 13 minus 5 pi upon 13 upon 2. That will give us 2 cos pi by 13. The first term remains the same. We are not making any change in this. 9 pi upon 13. And this term will become 2 cos. It will become 8 pi upon 13 into 2. And it will become cos minus 2 pi upon 13 into 2. 2 4s are 8. 2 2 will cancel. It will become 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus 2 cos 4 pi by 13, and cos minus theta is cos theta only. In the fourth quadrant, cos and sec are positive, so cos minus pi by 13 will become cos pi by 13 only, because minus in cos does not matter, while sine it will change to minus sine theta, but cos and sec it remains the same. Now if you notice, 2 cos pi by 13 is common in both the terms, so we will take out 2 cos pi by 13 common. What will be left with? It will be left with cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 4 pi by 13. Now what we are going to do, again apply the formula for cos C plus cos D. And what is cos C plus cos D? Cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D upon 2 cos C minus D upon 2. So it will become 2 cos pi by 13, and here it will become 2 cos 9 pi plus 4 pi upon 13 into 2, and this will become cos 9 pi minus 4 pi upon 13 into 2, because it has to be divided by 2. So it will become what? It will become 2 cos pi by 13 into 2 cos 13 pi upon 13. 13 pi upon 13, 13 will cancel. It will remain pi upon 2, and cos 9 minus 4 is 5 pi upon 26. Is that clear? Now here it will be 4 cos pi by 13, but we know that cos pi by 2 is 0 into cos 5 pi by 26. So anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So we get left hand side is equal to right hand side. We had to prove it equal to 0. We had to prove it equal to 0. So we have basically applied the formula of cos C plus cos D. Again, cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D by 2, and cos C minus D by 2. I'll write again for you, for your benefit. Cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D upon 2 and cos C minus D upon 2. But when it is cos C minus cos D, then you remember one thing, then both terms will be sine, 2 sine C plus D upon 2, and this term will become sine D minus C. Instead of C minus D, it becomes D minus C upon 2. It becomes sine D minus C upon 2. That is the only difference in the fourth formula. Now let us do the next sum for this. This is just for your benefit. I have written these two formula, though we have done these formula already. Now let us see question number 2, which is we have to prove 10a plus 30 plus cot a minus 30 plus cot a minus 30 shall be equal to 1 upon sine 2a minus sine 60 degree. We have to prove this. We told you whenever we have to prove, we take either left hand side or right hand side. Whichever is more complicated, generally we start from left hand side. So let us see what is left hand side. 10a plus 30 means sine a plus 30 upon cos a plus 30 plus cos a minus 30 upon sine a minus 30. Why have I done this? I told you that in the beginning also, that trigonometry is more of a manipulation. Trigonometry is more of manipulation. On the right hand side, everything I am getting in terms of sine, while the left hand side is in terms of tan and cot. So the basic thing which comes to my mind is that I can change tan into sine and cos, and cot into cos and sine. So I have done 10a plus 30 as sine a plus 30 upon cos a plus 30, and cot a minus 30 I have written as cos a minus 30 upon sine a minus 30. Now when you take LCM will be cos a plus 30 and sine a minus 30. And what will become the numerator? It will be sine a plus 30 cos, sorry, I have written sine O. It should be sine. Sine a minus 30 plus cos a minus 30 and cos a plus 30. Now again what I can do is I need 2 here, 2 sine C, sine D. If you remember 2 sine A, sine B, 2 sine A, sine B, 2 cos A, cos B, the formulas were there. Now so what I will do is divide by 2, multiply by 2. 2 sine A plus 30 sine A minus 30 plus 2 cos A minus 30 and cos A plus 30 divided by, because I have multiplied the numerator by 2, so I will multiply the denominator also by 2. 2 cos A plus 30 and sine A minus 30. Now 2 sine A sine B, 2 sine A sine B. If you remember, 2 sine A sine B was sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. What was it? 2 sine A sine B was sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. So sine a plus 30 plus a minus 30 one factor and plus sine a minus b, which is a plus 30 minus a plus 30, because minus will make it plus. Now 2 cos a cos b, 2 cos a cos b will be what? Cos a plus b, cos a minus b, plus cos a minus b, cos a plus b plus cos a minus b, because sine will come in terms of when minus sign is in between. Here 2 sin a sin, if it was 2 sin a minus 30 sin a plus 30, then we would have applied cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, but here we will apply cos a minus 30 plus a plus 30 one factor and plus cos a minus 30 minus a minus 30 divided by 2 cos a plus 30 and sin a minus 30. Now here what will happen? 30 minus 30 will cancel, minus a plus a will cancel, minus 30 plus 30 will cancel, a minus a will cancel. So you will get sin 2a plus sin 60. You get sin 2a okay, sin I have done wrong somewhere. 2 sin is there, so sin has to be cos, not sine. It has to be cos a minus b first. Yes, I told you. Just a moment. I have to rub it again and write it again. It was 2 sin a sin b, not sin a cos b. Sin a sin b. So it will become 2 cos a minus, 2 will not be there, 2 is already removed. It will become cos a minus b, cos a minus b, a plus 30 minus a plus 30 minus cos a plus b, a plus 30 plus a plus a minus 30, a minus 30, and of course that plus will remain there. Now what will happen is minus a will cancel, 30 will cancel, so it will become cos 60 and cos 2a plus cos 2a and plus cos minus 60 is equal to 2 cos a plus 30 and sin a minus 30. This will cancel. This will cancel. What will I get? What will I get? I'll get 2 cos 60. I'll get 2 cos 60. And here I will apply 2 cos a sin b. 2 cos a sin b, which is sin a plus b, sin a plus b minus sin a minus b. Sin a plus b plus a minus a plus b minus sin a minus b. A plus 30 minus a plus 30. So 30 will cancel here, minus a will cancel. 2 cos 60 upon, it will come sine 2a and minus sine 60. Cos 60 is 1 upon 2. Sine 2a minus sine 60. This will cancel. So what will you get? You will get 1 upon sine 2a minus sine 60, which is right hand side. Once again, let me write down the formulas for you. 2 sine A cos B is equal to sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. So wherever we see 2 sine A cos B, like we saw here, we saw cos A sine B, so we'll apply that next formula. Then 2 cos A sine B, 2 cos A sine B, that is sine A plus B minus sine A minus B. Then 2 cos A cos B, it is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Then it is 2 sine A sine B, which is cos A minus B plus, minus cos A plus B. So these are the formulas which we are using, which we have written earlier also. Now let us see the next sum, third one, which is, here you have to prove that cos A plus cos 120 minus A plus cos 120 plus A is equal to 0. Now let us apply cos C plus cos D, because let us take left hand side. Let us take left hand side and see that cos A plus cos C plus cos D. Cos C plus cos D was what? 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D upon 2. 2 cos 120 minus A plus 120 plus A upon 2 and cos 120 minus A minus 120 minus A upon 2. And let us see whatever we can cancel. Minus A plus A will cancel, 120 minus 120 will cancel. So you will get cos A plus 2 cos 120 plus 120 will be 240, so it will be 120. And this will be cos minus A. Because minus 2A by A2 will be minus A. Cos minus theta is cos theta only, so it doesn't really matter. So what I'll do is cos A can be taken out common, and what will be you left with 1 plus 2 cos 120. Now I have to change cos 120. I can write cos 120 as cos A plus 2 cos 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60 is 120, but 180 minus 60 falls in the second quadrant. It falls in the second quadrant. If it falls in the second quadrant, then what will happen is that it will be negative. It will be negative. Cos is negative. So it will become 1 minus 2 cos 60. Cos A, and it will be 1 minus 2, and cos 60 is 1 upon 2. So 2 will cancel. It will become cos A into 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So your answer will become 0, which is your right hand side. Which is your right hand side. I'll stop the recording here and I'll do the next just now.